Hello and welcome to RoboMonk Tarot Collective. I am RoboMonk. Today, you are unstoppable despite everything. Spirit is coming down and giving us a message of just that. We're going to see why. We're going to see how. We're going to see some of the next steps that you can take. We're going to see this all together. So, we have the tarot spread on the left. We have spirit channeling on the right. The tarot spread, I have no clue what's going to happen. We're going to discover that together of how you are unstoppable despite everything. And then on the spirit channeling, I got certain downloads for all of us to look at and see how it actually compares with the tarot spread. And lots of little goodies at the end. There's a lot of little bonuses, so stick around for that too, okay? So here we go. Let's find out why you are unstoppable despite everything. I know you, collective, and I understand you, and I understand that, yes, I truly believe that you are unstoppable because you've gone through so much already, and you are amazing and strong souls. And I think in different ways, there's a lot of different strengths among you in different ways. So let's dive into it, see what comes up. We have the Hierophant. Yes. So spiritual wisdom. Yes. Religious beliefs, conformity, tradition, institutions, and seeking guidance. This is a Taurus energy. This brings connection of established wisdom and the importance of spiritual foundations. So whether you are religious or you are spiritual, again, two different strengths, there is something among you as your soul that is actually channeling spirit a lot, okay? Whether you believe in a higher power, whether you believe in the universe or spirit, whatever that is, you are channeling that into your life, I think on a daily basis, okay? So the fact that a lot is being thrown at you, you are and can, Spirit says, rely on Spirit to be there for you and be there with you. And that spiritual wisdom is actually seeing you through these different hardships day to day. Because sometimes it seems like so much on your plate that we're only, we are soul beings, but we're put into these little containers called humans, right? And our brains can only take so much before they're overloaded. And sometimes we just say, you know what, Spirit, I'm giving some of this back to you. I'm done. I got to go to bed, right? And that's okay. And Spirit understands that, right? You can only do so much during the day, and then you have to go to bed. You have to restart. You have to do things again. So that spiritual wisdom to know when enough is enough for you is going to make you unstoppable, is going to make you be able to do what you need to do. Because our different capacities as human can be finite. However, the soul being in all of us is infinite, right? So the fact that you have this infinite and finite interplay between the human and the soul is fascinating, right? It's absolutely fascinating. And projecting that strength of your soul being through your human form can be so powerful. But you have to recharge as well. You have to take care of that humanness or else it doesn't operate correctly, right? So the fact that you could be also a teacher, yeah? You could be a teacher of your ways or certain ways to others, and they are appreciating that. The fact that you might be teaching your future soul tribe or your current soul tribe the ways of this 3D earth plane, the ways of spirituality, the ways of the universe, the ways of the soul, that is amazing as well. So that is really cool. Let's see what else is going on here and see if there's any other interconnections here. We do have a reversal here, and we do read reversals here, so you're going to find out the truth, all right? And we're going to handle it together. Don't worry. We're going to handle whatever that truth is together. So that's going to be all right. We have the Knight of Wands. Interesting. Okay, so we have energy, passion, impulsive, adventure, and haste. Action-oriented approach. Air of fire. This is not surprising to me for some of you, right? Like I said in the beginning, there are certain types of strength that are represented in this collective. Some of you are like, yeah, let's crush it today. Let's go out. There's the problem. Let's go for it. And let's just conquer that thing, right? You are all about the Knight of Wands. And for some of you, this is going to be somebody that you look up to, right? An inspiration for you that gets you up in the day and says, you know what? I'm going to be like that Knight of Wands today. I'm going to be this action-oriented being, and I'm going to get things done. And depending on the day, you may feel differently, but that is part of your strength, okay? For some of you, that is part of what makes you you, right? You're a go-getter. You have that fire inside of you. You have that passion inside of you. And you're just like, okay, obstacles, move. And they do, right? So you are burning a path all the way to your goals. And that is an unstoppable approach, right? And I think you might be teaching others that way, or they are looking up to you in that way as well. All right. So the Knight of Wands, and also you're fireproof, like this little salamander here. I love that they put the salamander on there. In medieval times, they thought that the salamander was fireproof. It could not be burned, right? So that's why they have the salamander on the Knight of Wands there. We have, the Eight of Wands coming in. Speed, swift action, movement and progress, rapid communication. Goes right along with that Knight of Wands as well. Something is coming in, right? Something is coming in for you. It says Mercury in Sagittarius combines communication with philosophical expansion. Okay, bringing swift action and rapid progress towards goals. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This and the Knight of Wands are those energies, right? So with the Mercury in Sagittarius, there could be some kind of news coming in for you as well that is going to spur you on, all right? Spur you on. You may be waiting for this news to come in. You may have been waiting for this news to come in, or someone is teaching you this news, right? Teaching you this way of how to operate, how to be unstoppable in this 3D earth plane. Now, I think they're awakening something inside of you, something that has been dormant inside of you, and it's being awakened. And this news, whatever these words are, whatever this message is, could be your guides as well, is coming in and we're lighting that fire, right? Lighting that fire so you burn that path towards your goal and get it accomplished, right? Nothing's going to stand in your way because you are unstoppable. We have the Four of Pentacles, saving money, security, conservatism, and scarcity, holding tight. Sun in Capricorn. Capricorns, right? Love to work, love to get things done, and earn that financial gain. Combines life force with earthly structure, bringing security, consciousness, and the need to protect resources. Now, I said there's different, this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, by the way, but I said there's different types of strength, different ways to get things done. And that is the beautiful part of you, right? That is the beautiful part of you, because you're learning to know when to do what. Sometimes the best way is to burn a path right to that goal. Other times you hold back until it is the right time, right? So saving money and security is also a strength. Having enough funds, enough abundance that is saved up for when it is actually needed is a huge strength. And the fact that you know when to go, know when to stop, know when to spend, and know when to save is making you unstoppable as well. So that is awesome. You may also feel like right at the moment, since these are underneath each other, you may feel like you don't have enough right now and you're kind of holding on to that. This could be another way of interpreting this. This news and this teacher are going to teach you different ways to open up and be okay and feel abundant, right? Feel abundant with what you have and abundant with where you are going. All right. So that's something to look at as well. All right, we have the Four of Wands: celebration, harmony, homecoming, and community, stability, and foundation. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, represent this reading. Absolutely. This combines love and harmony with pioneering energy, bringing celebration of new beginnings and community formation. So this, to me, in this reading, talks all about your soul tribe, right? Finding that soul tribe, finding who you march with, finding who you blaze trails with, and you are going to be able to find those people, animals, plants, bring them into your circle of goodness and actually be a leader to them, a teacher to them. Some of you might even bring in teachers into your soul tribe and learn from them as well. So that is awesome. Absolutely fantastic. There's a lot going on here, collective. Absolutely. All right. So we've got Five of Pentacles reversed, recovery from financial loss, recovery from spiritual poverty, and recovery from isolation, overcoming adversity. Does that sound familiar, collective? I know that you have a lot of strength because you have overcome so much adversity. Over the years, you have shared so many different stories about what you have overcome. And it really just brings a light to my soul that you've overcome so much, that you are who you are and how beautiful you are and how just an amazing soul you are. And this Five of Pentacles in reverse just means that you are coming out of that, right next to the Four of Pentacles here. You're coming out of that scarcity feeling and being more and feeling more secure. If you're not there yet, you will be. But know that there's also a time to strike for your goals and a time not to. You're going to learn the difference, right? And I think you have learned that. I feel like the fact that you're coming out of this scarcity, you think, okay, maybe I overstretched last time, or maybe something out of the blue, like out of my control, came in and took all of my abundance. I know that happened for some of you as well. And this was a lesson for me. All right, I need to save a little bit more. I need to take care of myself a little bit more. I need to have some self-compassion for myself a little bit more, because that abundance can be emotional. That abundance can be spiritual. That abundance can be actually financial as well, or physical, right? Your health. So all of those are represented in the Pentacles, yeah? So you're coming back into health. You're coming back into what is seeming like abundance, and you're coming back in learning those lessons and knowing that you have something saved, but then also venturing out is super smart. It's going to make you absolutely unstoppable. The fact that you are bringing in your soul tribe as well, I think that energy is going to harmonize with other people of that energy. So when you are casting out that energy, know that you're attracting other people that are really resonating with that energy as well. And that's huge. That is something that makes you even stronger. Maybe even seen as a leader, like the Hierophant here. And you may give them the news as well of how to be unstoppable. Wow. Holy cow. Nine of Cups. Contentment, satisfaction, gratitude, and wish fulfillment. Emotional happiness. Emotional happiness. Now, for some of you, it's been a while since you may have felt like this, right? This is coming into being for you. It's a Jupiter in Pisces. It's all about expansion with spiritual depth, emotional satisfaction, and fulfillment of desires. So those goals that you want to complete, those goals that are set out in front of you, if you aren't sure what they are, you're going to be developing them, but you're going to actually reach them. You're going to fulfill them. The fact that you have all of this working for you is absolutely fantastic. Like, If I set up a reading like this, I couldn't have done it even better. The fact that Spirit is coming in through these cards and giving us such a positive message is fantastic. And I'm super excited for you, collective. Seriously, this is awesome. So with this Nine of Cups feeling, this person here is sitting down and saying, yeah, you know what? I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm proud of what I did. I'm proud of how I did it. I can feel good about what I accomplished. And look what I accomplished, right? So last time we were talking about building your own kingdom. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out, because it's about building your own kingdom from nothing. And this person, even if they had nothing to start out with, has accomplished so much because they are listening to that news. They are listening to those teachers. They are projecting out that energy that is lighting other people up, right? You're going to see that in the Spirit channeling too. You have the Knight of Swords too. Now, the fact that you have the passion of the Knight of Wands and then the actual clarity of the Knight of Swords really means quite rapid progress for you, okay? Ambitious, action-oriented again, driven and impatient, charging ahead. Now, if you have all passion but no clarity, you're not going to go anywhere. And if you all have real clarity but no passion, you're just going to sit there, right? You need both. So the fact that both of these are coming in is fantastic again. I love that word apparently, but it's something that is just, this spread is so positive that I'm just so excited for you, collective, really. So let's go into the Spirit channeling and see what's going on there and see how it corresponds together. All right. We've got, and I have these phrases over here that I channeled before. The seas will part for you. The seas will part for you. And we see the picture almost like Moses, where the parting of the seas, right? And this is something that is so important to you, because right now you may believe it. Right now you may not believe it, right? Depending on what's happening in your life right at this moment. Either you are turning that Five of Pentacles around and recovering from that, right? Or you may still be in that scarcity mindset, and that's okay. That's okay. The fact that Spirit is coming in and saying, you have that power. Take care of your health, take care of your emotions, take care of your strength, and you have that power within you. That soul being that's inside this little chamber of humanness will shine and will vibrate these obstacles out of your way. And what I love about this is it can be a passive action as well. So when I said the Knight of Wands is like full bore, burning everything, that's one way. But I want to highlight that even your mental energy can remove obstacles. Even talking about different perspectives or seeing the world in different perspectives can remove obstacles, right? It can be a very much what seems like a passive energy rather than physically in this plane. It can be in a different dimension that you are removing these obstacles, and then suddenly in this 3D earth plane, they are removed entirely. I just got that from Spirit, so thank you, Spirit, for that. That's awesome. So this one was porting your canoe. So when you port a canoe, it's when you've ran out of river. You have nowhere else to go, and you have to actually literally get out of the boat, pick your canoe up, usually over your head, and hike it somewhere to another river or another spot in the same river where you can actually have enough water to move on and actually, paddle your boat down the river again. This was really, really insightful because some of you may feel stuck, and I'm kind of feeling that energy where you're feeling somewhat stuck There's a couple of channeled images here that speak to that. And the fact that Spirit is saying, pick up your canoe and move to a different river, that's going to speak to you right now. Because if that river has run dry, no matter how hard you try, the water isn't coming back. So you have to move on. Now, when you do move on, know that there's going to be something coming in that's going to give you inspiration, that passion and the clarity to know which river to go to next, to know which river to put your boat back in and say, you know what? I love this flow. I love it. And I am going to ride this river to the next end, right? So all of this is coming in, and know that if you are feeling stuck right now, Spirit is coming in and removing that stuckness, that blockage, and you are going to be able to find your next river. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah. All right. This one was my first channel, Livewire. Has anyone ever called you a live wire before? Maybe when you were a child or something. Typically we say a child is a live wire when they have a lot of energy and it's just all over the place and they are not sure where to put it. But this was more empowered, right? Empowered, empowering others, which goes right along with the Hierophant, right? Empowering others with your light and your wisdom. So the fact that you have, I love this image too. This person is showing their inner soul, showing their inner light, their inner being, their inner power, and it's lighting up the world. It's lighting up others. So the fact that you have this inner wisdom, you may be called to share it. You may be called to share it with other people, other animals, or plant life, however you want to do that, right? However you want to share it. And this will make a huge difference to those around you in your soul tribe, those you harmonize with, like this Four of Wands, okay? It's going to make a huge difference. And I hear you right now, some of you saying, I don't know if it will, RoboMonk. I just don't know. I don't know. Spirit is telling you that it will, okay? And when your time is right, you will know and speak your truth, and people will resonate with it. All right? There's so much more to say about this. I got to get to it before we run out of time here. This is such a powerful message today. So this one is, let me get it here. It is blessings gone, blessings arise. Blessings gone, blessings arise. And I thought we might get the Five of Cups. It was that Five of Cups energy, right? Where you're looking at things that may have been gone, that used to be good, but maybe not looking at the blessings that were good, that currently are good. Now, fortunately, we didn't get that, did we? So you may be actually concentrating on your blessings arising. You know the blessings that have gone, right? And you honor them, you thank Spirit for them, absolutely. But you're not fixated on them, according to this, which is good. So I'm really happy to hear about that. And blessings arise, all of these different birds flying around this tree that is growing upwards into the sky. This is something that is in growth. Just like this Five of Pentacles in reverse, it's something that's growing. It's something that is or was innate, not moving at all. And then it's actually growing, right? And not innate, inert. And it's something that's growing outside of that and growing into something quite beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So know that something is growing inside of you. And I think that news of the Eight of Wands is really going to be that moment where it peeks up outside of the dirt and you start to see that little seedling, right? You start to see that seed grow and say, there it is. That's where it's at. That is me, and that's my growth. Okay. This was one that I heard as well. Timid tiger, yet eager. timid tiger, yet eager. So the tiger is powerful, right? Has so much strength to it. And yet it is poised. It is not ready yet. It is not pouncing. It's not like that Knight of Wands. It's more like the Knight of Swords, but in waiting, okay? In waiting. And I think some of you don't really feel that Knight of Wands energy in the fact that you're going to go out and burn that path, right? You're going to do it in a different way. And that's why I'm talking about those mental strengths as well. So the fact that you say, okay, I feel more like this Zen way of it, where you're taking the path of least resistance. You're not burning your own path, but you're taking the path of least resistance. And this is just for some of you, right? And the fact that you can sidestep things, you can work around it, you can move. And I had this feeling the other day where it was like the Matrix, where you're dodging bullets, right? You're moving in this way of like, you are unstoppable because nothing's touching you, because you're getting out of the way of it, which is amazing. So the fact that you are this timid tiger, you have this inner strength, you could use it at any time, right? You could use that physical strength at any time, but you don't have to. So it's like, walk softly, but carry a big stick, right? That saying. And it's something where you have this inner power. You are aware of it, but you don't need to use it, because there are other strengths that you have that you can use to accomplish your goals. So you, being that timid tiger, are going to be unstoppable as well. So between you and then the people that want to burn their path, both are correct ways. There's no wrong way about it. It's just how you accomplish it. But Spirit wanted to honor both ways. And I think that's beautiful, because sometimes we concentrate on one way or the other, and I think both have merit. This one was framing your way. Framing your way. Again, this is a wall, a stone wall in front of you. And I feel like some of you just couldn't see beyond the wall for a while, and you had to sit and think about it. Now, you're opening up this portal. You're opening up this different dimension, this different way of thinking about things, right? Isn't it funny when you think about something, some kind of problem, some kind of goal in a different way, and you think, oh, wow, that could work. And you have this just moment of like a eureka moment, this aha moment. It's magical, isn't it? And I would call that a spiritual awakening. Whatever you want to call it, let me know. But it's something that happens from time to time. And Spirit is coming in and honoring that as well. To know when you feel stuck, there is this way out. Think of the problem or the goal in a slightly different way, and you're going to find it. You're going to open that portal, and you're going to be able to step right through that wall. Right through that wall. Okay? All right. Juice. That was no, it wasn't. That wasn't the whole thing, but that bittersweet drink of life. Juice. It was so simple. I was thinking, is that it? Juice? Okay. But what it is, it's talking about balance. All right? That sweetness with that tartness combined together makes it so much better. If you just have the tart, it's not good. If you just have the sweet, it's not good either. So to have that blend of life and honoring that blend of life is so important. So the fact that you may have run out of river here, know that Spirit is saying that's okay. You are where you're supposed to be. Don't worry about it. You will find a new river, right? You may be feeling more of that tart bitterness right now, but there is a sweet side coming. And when that sweet side does come into your life, know that it's not infinite, it's finite. But blending those two together makes that sweet drink of life. right? That juice of life. So it's something that is really an interesting message, but it's all about the balance between the two. Okay? Good enough. All right. And this last one is drafting the lines of perception. I really like this art. Drafting the lines of perception. This speaks to me of using, the shadow self and the light self to see what your goals should be. So if something looks really good in the light world, like this 3D earth plane, go into your shadow self, really meditate on it and see if that is your direct path, if that is where you want to go. Always be double checking on what is true to you. Like in another reading, we were talking about like all about the money, right? It was all about the money, but something was a little off and it didn't quite ring true. So you took something else and you were much happier because of it. All right. A little less money, but so much more reward. And you were able to actually carry on that job or that opportunity much, much further and be happy about it rather than just taking the money. Yeah. So always double check your goals to make sure that you're balancing it out, just like that juice, right? Because if you charge forward without double checking, you might be headed right into bitterness and you're not going to be happy. All right. Okay. Here we go. We got the angel number guidance 2323, creative expression and communication. Share your talents and ideas with the world confidently, right? Confidently. Now, I know this collective is super talented. Seriously, I've seen some of your work and you are all amazing. And the fact that you have talents in all different areas is so special. Absolutely amazing. I love that about you. Okay. So share that with the world confidently, just like the Hierophant. All right. Fantastic. Current moon phase, which is October 24th, 2025. And if you're seeing this on a different day, this is just the energy of the reading. Building momentum. All right. We're no longer in the new moon. We're in the waxing crescent. Building momentum and taking action. The energy is growing, supporting the development of your intentions. All right. So make those intentions now. This is a time for overcoming challenges, making adjustments to your plans, and staying committed to your goals despite obstacles. What? Wow. All right, cool. It's like all of this lines up. It's amazing. I just love reading for you. All right, seed of life, sacred geometry and universal. 7 interconnected circles representing the foundation of creation. Symbolizes fertility, blessing, and the fundamental pattern underlying all existence. So knowing that you're connected to everything, knowing that everything is connected to you, and being able to project your light into that, become that live wire, become that person that lights up other beings and creatures out there. It's going to be awesome. Absolutely fantastic. Okay. We have the tiger as the animal guide. So that was absolutely quite a synergy there. Courage, passion, power. The tiger stalks with focused intensity, right? Just like that action of the Knight of Wands versus the Four of Pentacles, right? Where it's very conservative. But the tiger has both. Stalks with focused intensity, embodying raw power and fearless action. Pursue your passions boldly. Tiger medicine brings the courage to face any challenge and the passion to pursue your desires. Amazing. Thank you, Spirit. Dynamic Trinity. We have Sagittarius, Aquarius, Sagittarius. All right. Who's Sagittarius here? I'd love to know. Who's Aquarius? All right. 2 fire signs and an air create dynamic tension. Your primary energy flows through passion and action, but mental clarity adds important balance, like the swords, right? The Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Okay, this combination creates productive friction between different energies, forcing growth and creativity. So don't mind that friction if you feel conflicted. That's just those sparks flying, like I said last time. It's those sparks flying, and it's going to create a fire, and it's going to spread. All right. It's going to be awesome. All right. We also have pyrite for our crystal and gemstone wisdom, manifestation, confidence, and protection. The stone of manifestation and golden opportunity, pyrite or fool's gold, attracts wealth, abundance, and success through confident action. This metallic crystal shields against negative energy while promoting vitality and willpower. Use pyrite for manifesting wealth, boosting confidence, protection, and taking action on goals. So use a little pyrite while you're doing these intentions, all right? In this what is it? This waxing crescent, yes. So use pyrite when you're doing your intentions and channeling spirit, and it's going to amplify that, all right? So that's really good information from spirit there too. Thank you so much for being here. You are unstoppable, collective, and it doesn't matter what gets in your way. You're going to overcome it. I believe in you. Spirit believes in you. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. And truly be blessed. I'll see you next time.